nice at last. Most modern cars these days have nice modern features like adaptive cruise control, Apple CarPlay, ambient lighting. Although some modern cars do surprise you, like imagine buying a brand new state-of-the-art electric car like the Kia EV6 for example, and it not have ambient lighting. That would suck.
It is super dark in this car at night because there's absolutely no ambient lighting.
My car didn't have like any of those things, but I did remedy the CarPlay situation with the new head unit, which I also added a reverse camera. Adaptive cruise control is not going to happen, but I don't care. It's not the point of this car. But today, I'm adding ambient lighting. So, Vaughn hooked me up with this, linked below. It's basically a 21-foot LED light strip with 16 million color options, 30 scenes, and the ability to even synchronize with your music. Now, I don't need any of that, but I'm super intrigued. So, let's open this thing up and see what's inside. So, granted, packaging doesn't really matter that much in the grand scheme of things, but I have a great appreciation for good packaging. I can already tell you this is good packaging. Nice, clean logo, clean design, plain, simple cardboard box. Open it up, and it's blue. And it says, "Buckle up, Buttercup." Love that. Love that for you, as the millennials say. But then it's not really very easily packaged in there. It's just kind of lumped in there. So let's see what we got. Zip ties for presumably mounting to things. Plug in, power on, lay out the strips, lock and load. Light it up and own that ride. Use the controller for basic functions. Download the app to unlock more features. So there is an app, which means I get to play with an app. That's always fun. Disclaimer, Vaughn sent me this as a review unit, so I did not pay for it. No money was exchanged hands, but I'm still gonna give you guys an objective review because I'm just intrigued. Right off the bat, seems like a lot of wire. 3M official stickiness for the LED lights themselves, so that's cool. That's a pro. And 3M on the controller. So I'm gonna have fun mounting this somewhere cool. I don't really know. I'm gonna wing this whole thing, guys. First of all though, one complaint. This is how you power it, using the cigarette lighter. Now a lot of NCs actually rip out that cigarette lighter and put in USB ports because that's what most people use it for anyways. Fortunately, my head unit had a USB port that I ran to the back of the car. So my cigarette lighter is by some miracle free and open for use. So I don't like that, but what's crazy, weird, cool is this red power button. I mean, who doesn't love a red power button? Ejecto-cito, cuz.
Ejecto-cito, cuz! It worked! I love this button!
Anyways, yeah, it's just held together by random zip ties, and I mean, it feels like solid quality components. Once I get this thing mounted and configured, we'll see how it all looks. And if it's good enough, I'm gonna basically insist that they send me some underglow, because that's bad, right? Let's go install this thing. Most people don't know, Chipotle has their own full line of clothing and home goods. Anyways, let's get these things installed, figure out how it works. Now, I actually ripped the subwoofer out from under there, put that one back in my living room. So now I'm running 2 subs, dual subsystem, ported, 1 sealed, and then I'm buying my friend Matt's sub to put right there. It's always a work in progress, you know, you're never actually done with home audio. So it looks like it basically is separated into 2 sections, obviously all wired together. Cigarette will go there. This will mount somewhere, maybe, yeah, I'm gonna play around with this a little bit. Then it splits into 2 completely different halves, if you will. Each half has 2 LED light strips. So basically going to hide these underneath the floorboards somehow. Plenty of wire to work with, so that's pretty cool. I know there's different brightness levels. Curious to see how much you can do on the app versus with the controller. All that will be in the full, you know, final conclusion and dots and when I show you everything. But see if I can figure this out. status report. Passenger side is a little bit easier. So what I did was I mounted one right below the lip of the glove box, which actually uses the built-in adhesive, although I don't know how much I trust it. It feels solid. It has like an actual mounting point the whole way across, but I'll probably still zip tie both ends just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And then over here, this one was a little bit easier. Zip tied one end right here. It has the sticky stuff, but this surface is too porous for that to really work. And then I zip tied the other end back here. So it looks fairly, I mean, it looks a little rough from down there, but up here, zero sign of anything. I still have to do all the middle wiring, but I just want to show you guys where I mounted the actual LEDs. Now the driver's side was a bit more challenging. Clean up some of this trash here. Up here, basically I mounted one right below, or right behind this bottom edge of this thing. So it's right back here. Don't know if you can actually see it, but it's mounted with zip ties. There's nothing it can stick to, but zip ties honestly are more secure anyways. And the other one over here, it is mounted right here. The sticky stuff actually works great because this is plastic. And yeah, mounts all the way back there and up here, zip tied, clear of the clutch cable, so everything should be good to go. Now let's do the middle. We are installed. So I ran the cable from this side up through here, out here. I tried to hide this, but it kind of just like wanted to pinch it and it was just too thick. I know you could like drill into this and then like have it really clean and hidden, but I wanted to make it reversible. So I'm going to live with these things sticking out, which is not the end of the world, but it's not great, but it's fine. And then I put the controller here. Now the controller is optional because you can control it from your phone, which I'll show you that later, but I just want to show you it's all hooked up, ready to go. Got it red to match my head unit and the interior default lights, which are red. But you can cycle through tons of colors on here, and then flip it off, turn it back on. And oh heck yeah, when you turn it on, it saves the last color you had, which is perfect. I was going to be really upset if it turned on with the default whatever. So you can cycle through things here, turn it off and on easily. This light might get annoying, not sure. So I'm going to play around with it, figure it out, and then I'll show you guys the app and I'll show you what it looks like at night, because that's what's most important, I think. Because during the day, you won't really even notice these things, but at night, could be a dance party. So welcome to the cockpit and the final product of the actual LED lights. Now what's funny is this light in the middle here is actually brighter than everything else. It's super bright. What I might do is paint this red, just like a single layer, so it's still like transparent-ish, but it'll dim it down just a little bit. That's probably what I'll do at some point, but I'm a huge fan. I have my background set to red on the head unit I installed, red light here, red, just red everything, which is convenient because the built-in LEDs behind like the gauge cluster, that's all red as well. So if I turn this on here, that's, let's see if this works. Yeah, so now you can see kind of the red, I guess, environment that I've created. Now, I wish this remote here was backlit, but there's the on-off button. You can kind of see, you can also do this with this button right here. That's nice because then it kills this red super glow. But turning it back on, it remembers your last scene, which is great. So pulling the phone up here, I'll pull up the Vaunt Home app, which is funny because it's, I guess it's considered a home thing. And let's see, connection issue. Connecting. Device is off. No, it's not. Now it says connected. So the app's a little finicky, there we go, but it does work and I'm glad. So here's what you're looking at. Brightness, this is at 5%. Let me brighten this all the way up to 100. That is bright, very bright, but it's kind of awesome, honestly. And you can do all sorts of things like adjust to the music or just pick a color, pick all sorts of different colors. Pretty fun. And all this can be done as well with the remote here. Not all of it, I will say. You can change colors or change modes. So strobing and stuff, which is wild, and then go back to color. So pretty simple operation, and then on and off. To control brightness, you do need to use the app, and I have it set down to like, I don't know, I like somewhere in the lower fourth as far as brightness for night driving now that I've used it a bit. And then different scenes, that's kind of fun. It'll like cycle through a few different colors and like glow, happy, warm, dreamland, life, nature, festival. There's one called Ghost, which is red, flashing to white, and then red again, I guess. That I feel like would be distracting. Candlelight, it's like a smooth orange glow that like emanates and pulses. That's kind of cool. So I don't know. As far as usefulness, this is fine. It's very much overkill. There's too many wild features about it, but I will take wild features over no features at all. It's kind of fun. And honestly, seems to work pretty well. My biggest thing was I'm glad the app lets me really toggle it and adjust the brightness and stuff. I just wanted to make sure when I restarted the car, it didn't reset to a whole new original setting. And it doesn't. It remembers your settings, which is awesome. Sorry, I don't know if you can even see me, but that's kind of what we're dealing with. It's simple. There's not a whole lot to share. The installation was easy. This remote, I may move at some point. My knee has hit it a couple times and it's almost not useful. I might just hide it because to turn it off and on, I use this switch, and to make adjustments, I pull out the app. So this is kind of like a gimmick. But let's try one more thing here just to see if it works. And we're going to pull up some music, and I'll pick something by one of my favorites, Ooey, because I'm allowed to use his songs. So apparently this will do music adjustments and pulse with the music and stuff. Now there's a sensitivity slider as well, so you can put it way up and it goes crazy, or at the very lowest, it does kind of pulse with the music. Now the lowest sensitivity is still too sensitive, that's what I'm gonna say. But you can turn off auto color and it'll go back to your normal color that you had on before. You can also change it to calm, so it's just like a subtle pulse, which is kind of cool. I'll brighten it up here so you can maybe see it better. That's pretty cool. Honestly, this is kind of awesome. I went into this with pretty low expectations and I'm okay with it. I think this is fun. I'm gonna stick with just plain color and just leave it alone because I like that the most. Oh, you can do DIY effects too, which is kind of crazy. Smart color picking, speed, fading. So sky's the limit. Have fun with it. I'm gonna stick with my dim red because it just works with my interior super well. But yeah, that's it for the in-car. What are my thoughts? Lots of thoughts. So that's the Vaunt lighting car kit, something or other. Honestly, I'm impressed. I had mixed expectations. I just thought, oh, it'd be cool to have, you know, ambient lighting because a lot of new cars have it. Not all of them. Ahmad, sorry, that sucks for you, but I think he addressed his with aftermarket stuff as well. That's why the aftermarket is such an awesome thing. We have options like this. So I love having light on my floorboards. This system works super well. It was super easy to install. Again, my biggest complaint was the cigarette lighter requirement. I wish they had like a hardwiring kit or maybe options like USB port power or cigarette lighter power or hardwiring kit to your fuse box or something. That would be cool. I may see if I can fiddle with that at some point. I know you can buy like cigarette lighter, you know, adapters that you can put elsewhere so you're not taking up your only cigarette lighter adapter. Mine was free and available, so that works, but a lot of people are already using theirs and this car only has one. So thanks Vaunt for sending that over. The link again is in the description below. Definitely check it out. Check out their other products. Vaunt, I would like to do some underglow. That's coming back, whether we like it or not. I like it. Fast and Furious, man, gets me every time. Thanks so much for watching Flywheel Films. If you like what you like, leave a like. Leave a comment, let me know what interior lighting things you've done. And I do have an exterior lighting video coming. No underglow yet, Vaunt. But I'm working on getting all the lights switched out to exterior with the exception of one. So that video is coming down the pipeline. Be sure to subscribe. You won't miss it. We'll see you on another video very soon. I'm gonna go cruise.